So over here we have g plus 2 times x plus p equals all of this. Now, see how this right side looks like it's been FOILed out? So I'm going to do the same exact thing to the left side. I'm going to FOIL it out. And FOIL is first, outer, inner, last. And you're multiplying out all these terms. So let's start with the first. Gx. Then outer will be pg. Then inner will be 2x. And then last will be 2p. And all of that equals everything to the right side. And then next comes the most important part, or the most important takeaway from this problem. The first here will always equal the first, the last will always equal the last term, and the outer inner will always equal the outer inner over here. Okay, so keep that in mind about problems like this for the SAT. Now, gx equals gx, so I'm just writing these out, and then pg plus 2x equals 9pg, right? Because we said that this right there has to equal that right there. And then lastly will be 2p equals negative 16. Now right away I can see that I can solve for the p. P is going to have to be negative 8. So that's a big step. Now wherever I see a p here, I'll replace that p with negative 8. So let's start with that. This p right there will be negative 8, so it's negative 8g plus 2x equals 9 times negative 8g. Now, let's see what we can do next. We know that 9 times negative 8 is negative 72. G equals that. And now let's combine the like terms. Let's bring the 8g to this side. So that'll leave me with 2x equals, I'm going to add the 8g here. I'm going to add the 8g here. So that'll make it negative 64. G. All right, now it's starting to get a little bit tougher, so let's take a look at that. So I'm going to take that over here. 2x equals negative 64g. Keep in mind what the final question is. The final question is saying was g over x. So I want the g at the top, but I want the x at the bottom. So let's start with this. Let's divide both sides by x. Let's divide this side by x. Now over here, the x and x cancels out. I'm left with 2 equals negative 64 g over x. So think about what I need to do last now. I need to just get rid of this negative 64. So I'm going to divide this side by negative 64 and divide this side by negative 64. So this will be negative 1 over 32 equals g over x. So definitely got really complicated towards the end. I would watch the last 30-40 seconds again if I were you. G of x has to equal negative 1 over 32. It just came down from me taking this point right there and manipulating it to get g over x.